Hi, hello sunshine. I hope that you are having a wonderful Monday morning or whenever you see this video. So hopefully it will be sent out through Facebook and then we're going to post it or send it out through email. So either way, however you have found your way to this weekly energy forecast update, you are meant to be here. And my name is Laura Ashley Abraham. I am one of the Michigan Medium Angels, and Connie and I, we are both a team. And so if you're familiar with watching this, great, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards for you this week and give you an overview of what you can expect energy-wise. I'm also going to do something a little different where I'm going to pull a card from a loved one as a message to you, and then also a romance card too. So we'll see what comes up. And I'm going to pull the cards, as we're doing this. But just real quick too, this is the energy forecast for July 26th through August 1st. I can't believe we're going to be going into August here, but I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody too who sent me happy birthday wishes. It was wonderful. I had a great birthday, and I'm so grateful to everybody too. The flowers behind me are from a friend of mine too for my birthday. And then I got a new angel that's back there too, and I love her. So thank you again, everybody who reached out and wished me happy birthday. I felt so much love. So thank you. All right, so let's get started. I don't really have anything else to talk about. The one thing I did want to mention is I am going to be doing a support group. It's going to be a healing circle support group, and I'll be explaining more and sending out details. I don't have it all figured out yet, but when I do, I will let you know. But I'm planning on hopefully getting that up and running by August, by mid-August at some point, and I will keep you guys posted on that. I'm so excited about it. I can't even wait to do this. So, all right. And it was funny, I was going to share this. I'll just share it now. Actually, before I do the cards, it was funny because I was talking to somebody and they were saying, I was saying, I want to do this, and I have so much on my plate right now. There's a lot going on. I'm taking a course right now that is just very intensive, and I can't wait to share that too. I'm going to be working with my clients on this, any of my coaching clients, and then I'm going to also be teaching some of these techniques too in the healing circle. It's one of the reasons I'm just feeling so drawn to be able to do this. But I was like, I don't know. I just have so much on my plate right now. And she was saying, well, maybe you should wait. Maybe you should wait to do the healing circle. And I can't. My whole body was like, no. It was so funny, and I just know that I can't wait, otherwise I would. This is so important, and I feel so strongly that you guys need this, and I need to get this information out to you, and I need to be there as a support. So I seriously, I can't wait. It will go a little bit slower pace than what we've done in the past before, what Connie and I did before. This is something where I want to share some of the techniques that have really helped me to be able to heal. And again, I'll explain more about this, but it's also a safe place where people can go for help, connecting with a group, but getting tools and techniques too, that throughout the week, it will be a little, like I said, it'll be a slower delivery. I'll be doing some lives. We'll do Zoom lives, and then I'll do a Facebook live, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. But I'm thinking probably each month I'm going to be concentrating on something different. But the first month, I think I'm going to do, pretty sure is heart healing. I want to start with heart healing, and we'll really focus on that the first month. So giving you a little bit of information before it's ready. But anyways, so that's how I know that's why I need to do this healing circle group, is because my whole body was like, no, you have to do it now. That is a good sign for you also. If there's somebody says, you shouldn't do that now, or you should just wait till later, and your whole inner body does that and has that reaction, yeah, listen to that. Okay. And I'm going to too, because that was a very clear sign for me and something that I needed. All right. So I'm going to use, I think I used these last time too, the Angel Tarot cards from, card just fell out. And as you see, this is how I shuffle my cards. Always have. I do things my own way. Maybe not everybody does it this way, but this is how I do it. And I'm going to see what is the energy for the week. What is the energy for everybody's highest and greatest good for the week? And before I get on here, I always call in my angels and my guides and everybody's angels and guides to help me to guide this. So let's see, what do we have here? Pull a couple cards and see what comes up. I feel guided sometimes to pull extra cards, so I'm just going to kind of see what is going on. Okay. All right. So the first card, actually, let's start with the one that flew out of, yeah, okay. Now we have a full moon, and I know that there's been a lot of crazy energy that's been going on right now. So we're shifting out of that. And I think the last time in the video I did, I was saying that there was going to be something unexpected, kind of that may be a difficult thing at the end of last week, not last week, but the week before. And I feel like it ran into last week, just so you know. So the energy going forward for this week is going to be a little bit different too from what I'm seeing from the cards. And to me, it feels like more of needing more power and more strength and finding that within yourself and really tuning into that energy. Very similar, which is interesting, of what I shared, because I wasn't planning on sharing that story. I was going to do a separate video about that. But feeling that intensity, feeling that intense, no, this is something I need to do. That's the type of energy that I'm kind of seeing with the cards here. This is something that I need to do. So this goes to you. This is something you need to do. This is something you need to work through. This is something, this energy is like, I need to figure this out. And what I'm hearing too is it's this movement or this shift in perception and strategically. I just heard the word strategically. So you're strategically trying to figure out your next moves, and they will be coming forward for you, I feel, this week and possibly into next week, or you may already have the evidence of that, of what you need to do, and you know you need to do it. So start coming up with like your strategy, your plan, figuring out, okay, what are my next steps? What do I need to do to make this happen, to get this going? And that's very similar too with me with the healing circle support group that I want to do, is that I'm doing. How about that? And is putting in and figuring out, what does this look like and how do I want to make this happen? What are the things that I want to put into this? And how can I deliver my messages in the most effective way for everybody? How can I bring peace? How can I bring healing? That's what I'm looking at, and using my stories and different techniques that I'm learning, and how can I bring those to you? So making a list is what they're showing me for you guys to do this. So the first card is the 9 of Air, which this is in the past position. This is the card that flew out of the deck, expecting the worst. Okay, so somewhere you've been thinking about the negative thoughts, and that's been running the show for a while. This is shifting this week, but this is from the past energy. Again, this is the card that flew out of the deck. So this is going to be your main focus this week and next week, is getting out of the focusing on negative thoughts, focusing on negative thinking. You want to get rid of that. You need to move that out of the way, because it's not helping you. This is also about sleepless nights. And I feel like the energy is, you know what, you're ready to shift this, but this has been going on and it may continue. And it's sort of like that energy where you're really having to do some inner work to shift this. Get out of your head. Stop doing this, because it's not helping you. All right. So the next cards, which is interesting, I have 4 main cards that I pulled. And 3 of them are the major arcana. So major arcana is when you have major life events going on in your life, major things happening, big situations, movements, end of a relationship, jobs switching, that type of big movement, maybe kids going off to college, or big decisions that need to be made. And that's what the cards are showing me. these are very interesting because they're all very positive. So I just want to let you know they really, this is good movement forward is what I'm being shown. So the first card is the World, which is Archangel Michael too. It's letting you know that you're doing a good job. There are big decisions, big things that need to be taken care of and dealt with, but you are working on them. So that's like a good job. You're moving in the right direction. The next card is Archangel Ratziel, who is the magician. This is one of my favorite cards because to me, he's like magic. He is like your guide that helps to make your wishes come true. He will guide you in the right direction. He will, if there's something that is for your highest and greatest good that you're trying to create or do, he is going to be the one that you can call on, and he will really, really help to shift things. It's also about this card is about you have the resources and the ability to manifest the things that you want. So he's here to say, you know what, he's like a magician. You have the magic within you. You can call on Archangel Ratziel to help you, but you have that magic within you, and you have the resources available now to be able to move forward and bring forward what you want. And these are great cards. The next card is the Four of Fire: contentment, peace, happiness, abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So this is a great card because this is really, again, showing you the energy of where you're moving, where you're going this week. All things are starting to line up for you. And there is, again, the project, because this is like a project card too, but it's an action card. You're taking action, or you're about to take action, and these steps are going to lead you in a positive direction, in a positive way. So it's going, the steps that you're taking are going to be helping you, maybe not fully to get to the completion of the project, although it says that on here, the successful completion of a project, yes, but it's like that's the direction that you're heading in. So the steps that you're taking are helping you to get to that point. Also the Strength card. So this is the third major arcana card that I pulled, which again, that's a big deal to have that many in your overall for the week. The Strength card, Archangel Ariel. So you really need to call in your strength to be able to make these changes stick, to be able to move forward in a positive direction. You're going to really have to call on your strength. And Archangel Ariel is a really great archangel to call on for that, but tune in energetically, again, because you want to get out of your self-fulfilling negative prophecies. You've got to stop changing this story that's running around in your head. So what is the story you're telling yourself of why you can't do something or why this can't happen? Change that and shift it and look at what steps can I take to make this happen, or what steps can I start with that will lead me in the direction of what it is that I really want. And you can call on Archangel Ariel to help you with strength for that. It's also about releasing harsh judgments, which it could be judgments toward yourself or toward another. And it's about forgiveness and having compassion as well for yourself. So where do you need to have compassion or understanding for what you're going through right now, for these major changes that are happening in your life? Where do you need some forgiveness? And again, if there's somebody that's harmed you or hurt you, when we talk about forgiveness, it doesn't mean that you are saying what they did was okay. It's about getting into a space where, okay, this happened and you did this, but I'm not going to let you hold me back from my happiness and from my joy. I am going to move forward into a place that is going to be good for me, regardless of what you did. And so that forgiveness and compassion and understanding, that takes time to work through. It's not always a very clear thing or a one-time thing. You could also just need some compassion and understanding and forgiveness for yourself right now while you're going through this. And it could be connected to a relationship where you may have left a relationship or thinking about that, or some shift in that. And just, there may be some pieces or parts of a relationship that you're working through that need forgiveness or that you need to let go of and be able to move forward now. But these are great cards overall for everybody. Now, I pulled 3 other cards too. Usually I only do 1, but they had me pull 3 overall too. So this is sort of like, again, like more of the energy that gives you a little bit more insight into what's going on. So there's some events, the Knight of Air. Knight of Air is where things move very, very quickly, and you have to think through, you have to, use your creative thinking to work through and find solutions. So you may have to really search for some different answers to the same problem, really dig deep and to figure out, okay, I need to change something here. This has to shift. How can I do that? And things will be moving very, very quickly as you do that too. And you may have some insights that come to you. So be writing those things down. Dreams, you may have a lot of dreams, especially with the full moon. We usually do. We may have some dreams that seem odd, but don't worry about it. It's just the subconscious coming up to be able to help you to bring forward some of the past that needs to get released or work through, some of those things that you aren't even aware of. The next card is the Two of Water, which is about a relationship that is continuing to move forward, and also the positive resolution of a conflict. And it's, again, we've got the forgiveness card. So there's definitely some forgiveness that needs to happen here with a relationship or a situation. And it's a positive. So it's just showing you that if there was an issue, that this may be resolving, or there needs to be some forgiveness, some discussion. And again, it's a good card, but it is about emotions. And with the moon too, that will bring up a lot of emotion. It can bring up a lot of emotional stuff that's kind of buried. So if you are realizing or recognizing that you're having a hard time with some emotions that are coming up, that would be why. So just sit with it, journal, and work through that. And don't let it hold you back, because I feel like it's like the last kind of pieces of something, the last kind of pieces of things are you're working through to be able to really move forward. So the next card is the Seven of Earth, and this is a great card too. It's Seeds Well Planted. It's about you not worrying, like there's a pause in action, or there may be a pause in action, but things will start to pick up again. But don't worry, because the first card in this row is the Knight of Air, which is action, things moving very quickly. Okay, then you have the Two of Water, which again is like relationships, a positive resolution to a conflict. And then you may want to be moving faster than you are, actually is what they just said. You may want to be moving faster than you are. So just take a deep breath. It just may not be the right timing yet. You don't have all the pieces, but you will be. So this is just a pause in action. You don't have to worry. You have, the seeds are planted for where you want to go. So let divine timing work itself out and show you your next steps. Because to me, this feels more like strategic and more planning, kind of hunkering down a little bit, getting things done, getting some of the details done, and then things will start to move forward, possibly within the next couple weeks. All right. Now, hope that was helpful. That's kind of cool for the overall energy for the week. Details, getting into the details. All right. I'm going to pull a romance card. Okay, so this is about relationship. And we'll see what card comes up for relationship. Okay, they said this one. Okay, so this is about a past life relationship. So there may be an issue right now with your current relationship, or that there's a past life relationship that's coming forward for you too. So past life relationship is where you feel in this lifetime very connected, very close to somebody that you may not have known, or when you meet them, it's like, wow, I really know you. You really connect with this person. And it could be connected to a friendship, but again, these are the romance cards. So to me, this is more on a relationship level. You have a past life relationship with someone that is you're either in a relationship with right now, and that relationship is growing closer or stronger. And if you are looking for that past life relationship, or you want to be feeling that, that to me energetically is interesting there, because there's somebody from your past that is coming in here that you may keep, okay, this is interesting. So yeah, this is very interesting. Okay, so what they're showing me is relationship wise, there's something from the past that is interfering or intervening. And to me, it feels like something that has to get worked through in order for you to be able to move forward. So if you are looking for a relationship, there is something that needs to get cleared from the past in order for you to be able to move forward. And it feels like there needs to be like cord cutting or releasing, because it's affecting your current relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's affecting your current relationship. It's so weird. It just went right to my throat. So this is very true for somebody. There are connections to a past relationship that is affecting a current relationship. In order for that relationship that you're in right now to work through, you need to release the ties to this past life relationship or this past relationship that you feel very strongly connected to. Because to me, it doesn't feel like a good connection. It feels like something that needs to get worked through and released fully. In order to bring forward a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, you need to do the same thing. So this is really for everybody. Work through, when I say that, who from your past keeps popping up in your head. Who do you need to release? And it may not be that you want to let go of them, but write them a letter, and not to send it, you could write them a letter. So for instance, if you have a loved one that's on the other side that has passed away, and you don't want to obviously you don't want to let go of them, but you want to be able to move forward, you can say, okay, they're showing me for you to write a letter to them. What do you want to say? Thank you for being with me. Help me to be able to move forward. Or it possibly may be that you're not ready to move forward yet, and that's okay. But for you to feel like you can express how you're feeling. Now, if that person is still here physically in the physical world and they're still impacting you on an energetic level, they're a block for you to, in your current relationship, or for you to be able to move forward. So it's important for you to do some of this healing work, which is what I'm going to talk about in our healing circle. And we'll kind of see, what comes up in there. But in the meantime, just kind of think about this for this week. Sit with that and think about, okay, what do I need to let go from my past? What is holding me back? What do I need to let go from my past relationships? And again, it could just be writing something down and working through that, so that you're not holding a space either for this person or for this relationship, so that you can move forward. And it may be, again, just this connection with a loved one on the other side. They always want to help us. They want to help us to be happy. That's their whole goal on the other side, is to work with us to help us to be happy, to feel love. And if that is something that you would like to do, is to be able to move forward with a love relationship, ask your angels, ask your loved ones on the other side to help you to be able to do that. So I'm going to pull a card from the Talking to Heaven deck. And this is a message from a loved one on the other side. Right. So what is for everyone's highest and greatest good to know from a message from a loved one on the other side? The earth is our school. Isn't that the truth? The earth is our school. And so it may be about the lessons that you're going through right now are trying to help you, to teach you something. Obviously, they always are, but there may be something even more right now that loved ones on the other side are working through you to try to heal. They're always trying to help us to heal. It could also be too that they, really want you to connect with them, because a lot of times that's what I see is loved ones on the other side want us to connect with them. They want us to talk to them. They want us to be able to feel their energy. They want us to be able to connect with them. But most of all, for us to not be necessarily dependent on them, but to have them help us to be able to live happy lives, for us to be able to move forward or to take those next steps that we need to for our own journey, because we're here to learn, we're here to grow, we're here to be in loving, healthy, happy relationships. And a lot of times, you know, if that doesn't happen, or if you're feeling that you're disconnected, then connecting with your loved ones on the other side, connecting with your higher self, your angels, all of that can help you to really tune into the answers and get the answers that you're looking for. I love to do that. It's one of my favorite things. I do that almost every day, and I try to sit and connect with my guides and my angels, and that's something that I work with people on too. I do coaching to help people to learn how to connect with their loved ones. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me. Or if you're struggling and having a hard time too, both Connie and I, we both do coaching. And so if you are having a hard time, or again, if you want to connect with loved ones and you want to learn how to do that yourself, that's something that I teach. And if you are looking to, if you're having a hard time or struggling with something, reach out to me. And I offer discounts for my coaching packages. All right. So it was so great connecting with you. I hope that you have a great week, and hopefully this information was helpful. Please leave comments, and I will post, I know I put them back in the deck, but I will post these cards because these are going to be for your weekly energy for the week. All right. So have a great day, and sending you love, hugs and kisses, and I will see you in the next couple weeks. Take care.